A Tuesday night loaded with college basketball on Peacock. Also hits Milwaukee, Wisconsin for some Big East action. Chilly outside Fiserv Forum, but things are heating up in league play with some flames and a rivalry showdown. How about meeting number 137 in a series that dates back to 1917? It's 18th ranked Marquette and DePaul. Good evening, everybody. It's great to have you with us. I'm John Fanta, joined by a man who is synonymous with this program and a Final Four trip in 2003. Only he and Al McGuire could say that in Marquette basketball history. Tom Crean, Coach, great to have you with us tonight.
Great to be with you, John, and it's great to be here. I mean, we're going to have a fantastic game. This is, when you come to Marquette, you realize quickly DePaul is one of your biggest rivalries you'll ever have, and I think they feel the same way at DePaul about Marquette.
Let's talk about Marquette. 12 days ago, you're talking about living life high in the Big East. 9-1 in this conference at 8-2 just 12 days ago, right near the top of the standings. But since then, things have changed. They've dropped 3 in a row, and that's a rarity in the Shaka Smart era. As you see, they're third with St. John's and Creighton now controlling that steering wheel. So the question is, what's the state of the Golden Eagles? What's it take?
Well, I like the way they look right now, and it's important they remember that they play 3 really good teams. And it's not as much about what the other teams did to them. It's a little bit more about missing shots that are open. It's a little bit more about not getting rebounds, running into screens. And I think when you can point out how you're losing games and how you can correct them, it's all totally correctable. I think it's a good place for Marquette. I love their spirit today.
From a best start in Big East play since 2008-09 to this, as we get to our lineups. The first meeting between these two teams went to overtime. DePaul, they're on the rise under Chris Holtmann in year 1. NJ Benson has been a key proponent of that. For Marquette, Ben Gold's looking to get on track.
Well, he really needs to. Ben Gold is way better than the way he's been playing. He's had 2 points in 4 games, 2 rebounds in 3 games. But it's so important that he looks to a guy like Cam Jones, who's not only one of the best guards in college basketball, but certainly one of the best leaders. Look to your leadership, Stevie Mitchell, Cam, for help. I think Ben Gold's got to have a big night. I think he's got to have a big finish the rest of the way. But this guy right here has been playing fantastic basketball all year. He's 8 points away from being the 3rd all-time leading scorer.
Shaka Smart in year 4 at Marquette. What a job he has done. Think about this over the last 3 seasons, Coach Crean. 40-13 in Big East games, meaning last week when they took 2 losses, that's a 7th of their total loss total over the last 3 seasons in this league. On the other side, Chris Holtmann's in year 1. He comes over after things ended the way they did at Ohio State. What is Chris Holtmann doing that impresses you right now?
Well, I think it's the teaching. I think he's meticulous. I think it's the details. They went an hour and a half today, and there wasn't a wasted second. I've coached against Chris at Butler and followed him at Ohio State. These are 2 outstanding coaches, John. Outstanding.
A sharp start for the Golden Eagles trying to get off the snide tonight. Gunn underneath. He hits. And C.J. Gunn is a player who's taken on a different role as the season's gone on.
You're coming from 3.
4 straight makes for the Golden Eagles. Turn around and a shot that falls home. It's Layden Blocker. A steal by Rivera. And Isaiah Rivera finishes.
Nice play. Rivera is a bona fide scorer. All right, leader doing a really good job. Marquette on the offensive glass. Somebody different every time getting inside, almost getting a hand on.
How about that bucket from Meyer? Jacob Meyer, who came over from Coastal Carolina, where he averaged 15 per game last year. Last 10 games,
You've got to get a middle ball
49.
screen here with NJ. Bring him up.
It's a turnaround, and it does fall for Thomas.
That's not bad. They got 2 ball screens in that.
Gunn, he's dangerous on the run. C.J. Gunn, well defended. Gunn, rather Meyer kicks. Gunn getting it back. And a nice move by the Indiana transfer.
That's a good finish. He's improving. He really is. He's only getting 9% of his points from the foul line. That first missed layup is where you want to see a guy try to create some contact, not move away from the contact, and try to even get an and 1 or 2 free throw. David Joplin is on you. He has the positional size advantage.
Layden Blocker spins it in.
Good finish. Good finish. He got him to back up. He lifted up.
He's short. Blue Demons have numbers again. C.J. Gunn with authority.
Yeah, you got to get back right now. A couple empty possessions, Pond. That's not a bad shot at all. But right now, it's suffocating defense in the half court, and it's a little bit of stagnant on the half court offensively for Marquette. They get into the highway action here. This is much better.
Beautiful delivery to Ross. It's long.
Yep, they just got to get back. DePaul is committed to running right now. Another 2-on-1.
Gone to Benson.
Yeah, good call by Shaka Smart. He's not happy with that. The transition defense has started to lag. Got to be better. C.J. Gunn, the transfer from Indiana, that's a very good, strong finish. All right, getting out on the break, using his defensive hand, quickness and speed. Dunk. 23, 25-foot area at the top of the key.
Thomas with 5. Thomas turns and hits. David Thomas is finding his groove.
For both programs, with great respect for the special situations of the other.
Good sign for Parham. He was just a 29% three-point shooter as Blocker hits. Leighton Blocker has shown his skill set.
That's a good move, and he went left, which is not his greatest thing. Finished with his right hand, but he drove that ball hard left. That's a good play.
Ridiculous figures.
This is good offense from DePaul. Very good offense.
And their first made 3.
You touch the paint, you skip to the corner for a 3.
Jones cannot answer. It was David Thomas who delivered it. Gunn with a kick, another look. This time Rivera connects.
Too easy. Too easy. They stop the ball in transition with Marquette, but you load back to the weak side when the ball is covered, and nobody matched up on the weak side with the shooters right now. Cam Jones is going to get 2 good dribbles before they shot. Oh my goodness.
Blocker picked it off. Leighton Blocker hits the horn. How about that?
That's Chase Ross. He's got to see the man coming. Right, it's just Marquette is too casual right now, and I know Shaka's going to go in there and get this turned up. That's on Chase Ross. You've got to see that the man is running to that. It was a great read by Blocker to get that pass, steal the pass, get the bucket. Now DePaul goes into halftime with momentum. And right now you're talking about taking care of the ball and limiting them to 1 shot. They don't get any easier than that.
Wide open with C.J. Gunn, and Shaka Smart has a look of as much confusion as you'll ever see from him. Think about this. They've lost 3 straight in this league. They've never lost 4 straight under Shaka Smart in this conference. Blocker connects.
Yeah, Blocker is active. Blocker is a basketball.
Chris Holman's a 3-time conference coach of the year. Big 10, Big East, Big South.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Came off the double screen, lifted up, went straight up. Beautiful. I liked it. Last couple games. He's being aggressive. He's moving better.
Gliding in and finishing. It's Riddle who just checked in, and DePaul is back within 12.
Well, Chris Holtman teaches it, and we saw it drilled constantly.
They have controlled DePaul over the recent years. Blue Demons looking for some magic on the road. All the way, it's Rivera. And DePaul, just like that, back within 10.
This is where you want to get Stokely, maybe on some type of pop action.
Thomas with the left hand.
Good drive. He's getting downhill. He's attacking. That was a very good.
Stokman. Nice. Riddle. Riddle with a delivery and hanging and finishing. That's Isaiah Rivera.
It's very good movement. And it's not like Marquette's not playing hard. They had a chance to put the game away. They took some jumpers. They had some turnovers. They missed some layups. They allowed DePaul to feel like they're right in this.
And Marquette does have a foul to give. Here's Stokman with a kick. They get an open look. C.J. Gunn. Got it. It's down to 8.
You can't leave shooters that open. Everybody was in the paint playing the ball in the left corner with C.J. Gunn was wide open.